Present arms! Present arms!
Present arms!
There, the command is formed.
The official party will arrive. The official party is composed of the reviewing officer, Major Jamel Garner, Senior Army Instructor, Command Sergeant Major Jody Stanley, Army Instructor, Acting Outgoing Commander, and Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Victoria Garland, the incoming battalion commander.
Present arms! Present arms! Present arms!
Present arms!
Present arms! Present arms!
Present arms! Present arms!
Now, the command is formed.
Now, order arms! Ready, order arms! Ready!
Order arms! Blockade rest!
Bring your unit to attention. Stop, hot, gun. Horses in the car. March. Horse forward. March. Colors. Hold. Bring your units to trees and go.
Present arms!
Present arms.
Present arms! Present arms! Present arms! Present arms!
Present arms. Present arms.
Now, the colors are present.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem by Cadet Alexandria Valdez and Cadet Citlali Machado.
Order. Halt. Bring your units to on red.
Order arms! Hot ready, rest!
Order. Arms. Hot, ready, rest.
Order arms! Hot ready, rest! Order arms! Hot ready, rest! Order arms! Hot ready, rest! Order arms! Hot ready, rest!
Hot, good. Hot. Hot, ready, rest.
We will now proceed with the assumption of the command. The heart of our JROTC Rough Rider Battalion is symbolized by the JROTC flag. The flag stands as a reminder of our past glories and traditions, an inspiration for our present endeavors, and a guide into the future. The act of passing the colors from the departing commander to the incoming commander represents the passing of the battalion itself, and its continuity of spirit, leadership, and potential. For the outgoing commander, the release of the flag displays their trust in the unit's future without their guidance. For the incoming commander, receiving the flag displays the trust bestowed in them to secure the unit's future successes. The Command Sergeant Major is now retrieving the organizational colors from the color guard and is passing the unit colors to Command Sergeant Major Stanley, who is representing the past battalion commander. Command Sergeant Major Stanley will now pass the unit flag to Major Garner. Major Garner will then pass the flag and all it represents to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Victoria Garland, who will assume command of the Rough Rider Battalion. The unit flag is kept over the left breast of the outgoing and incoming commanders during the transfer. symbolizing the authority of command and dedication and loyalty each individual feels to the organization. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Victoria Garland will now pass the unit flag to Cadet Command Sergeant Major Colleen McWilliams, representing the trust she has in the non-commissioned officers of the battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, in accordance with the directives of Major Jamel Garner, Senior Army Instructor, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Victoria Garland now officially commands the JROTC Rough Rider Battalion of Theodore Roosevelt High School in San Antonio, Texas. The battalion commander and battalion command sergeant major will now move to each company, replicating the ceremony for each company commander. Alpha Company's Cadet First Sergeant Penaflor is now retrieving the guidon from Sergeant Horace. The Alpha First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the stand-in Company Commander, Cadet Captain Glovitz, who is representing Cadet Captain Baltieres. The Battalion Commander will now offer him a few words of encouragement. The Bravo Company's Cadet First Sergeant Ullman is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Wetland. The Bravo First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the new Company Commander, Cadet Captain Graham. The Battalion Commander will now offer the new Bravo Company Commander a few words of encouragement. The Charlie Company's Cadet First Sergeant Garcia is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Alemana. The Charlie First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the new Company Commander, Cadet Captain Noguera. The Battalion Commander will now offer the new Charlie Company Commander a few words of encouragement. The Delta Company's Cadet First Sergeant Byrne is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Lopez. The Delta First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the new Company Commander, Cadet Captain Hernandez. The Battalion Commander will now offer the new Delta Company Commander a few words of encouragement. The Echo Company's Cadet First Sergeant Dockery is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Estrada. The Echo Company First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to Cadet First Lieutenant Wilson, who is representing the new Company Commander. The Battalion Commander will now offer him a few words of encouragement. The Foxtrot Company's Cadet First Sergeant Alvarado is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Guerrero. The Foxtrot First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the new Company Commander, Cadet Captain Herbert Camacho. The Battalion Commander will now offer the new Foxtrot Company Commander a few words of encouragement. The Gulf Company's Cadet First Sergeant Roy is now retrieving the guidon from Cadet Corporal Strauss. The Gulf First Sergeant is now passing the guidon to Cadet Command Sergeant Major McWilliams. The Command Sergeant Major is now passing the guidon to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland. The Battalion Commander is now passing the guidon to the new Company Commander, Cadet Captain Alvarado. The Battalion Commander will now offer the new Gulf Company Commander a few words of encouragement. Major Garner, followed by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Garland, will now say a few words to the incoming battalion.
Good morning. Distinguished guests, faculty, parents, cadets, and friends of the Roosevelt Rough Rider JROTC Battalion, thank you for joining us here today. We are gathered for a very important event in the life of our program, the Assumption of Command ceremony. This time-honored tradition represents the peaceful transfer of leadership, responsibility, and accountability to the cadet who has earned the trust of their peers, instructors, and school leadership. To our newly appointed cadet leadership teams, congratulations. Each of you has been selected because you've shown potential, passion, and the ability to lead by example. Real quick, all cadets in the formation, rest, relax. All right, thank you. You now carry the torch. You are responsible for setting the tone, maintaining standards, and building a team that works together with pride and purpose. Your job is not to be perfect. It is to grow, to learn, and to lead with humility, consistency, and strength. This is your moment. Arise to the challenge to take ownership and bring your unique talents to this battalion. I am proud of each of you, and I have full confidence that this new leadership team will lead us through a successful and impactful year. To all cadets, remember, leadership is not just found at the top. It's in the way we treat one another, the way we carry ourselves, and the example we set, both in and out of uniform, and both in and out of the classroom. Every cadet here plays a role in our shared success. Leadership is not about rank or privilege. It is about service, humility, and influence. True leaders lift others up. They bring calm to the chaos, and they inspire excellence through their actions. As your senior Army instructor, I am proud of each and every cadet here today. This ceremony is not just about one person. It is a reminder that our Corps is built on a foundation of discipline, respect, and teamwork. We are developing citizens of character, and this moment marks another step in that mission. Once again, congratulations to our new leadership. I look forward to seeing how you'll lead, grow, and inspire others. The future of this battalion is in your hands, and from where I stand, it looks bright. Thank you, and let's have a strong year. Lead by example, and let excellence be your standard.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, cadets, parents, and honored guests. It is my honor to stand in front of all of you today as the new Theodore Roosevelt Rough Rider Battalion Commander for the 2025-2026 school year. I want to begin by thanking our instructors for the trust they've placed in us as cadets, and every one of you for the role you play in keeping this program strong. Adversity will challenge us, but it will never define us. Every obstacle that we face as a battalion is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more united. Each of you is capable of leadership in your own way, and together, you are the driving force behind our growth and achievements. As we embark on this year together, it is important to understand that the challenges will push us beyond our limits and demand the best for each of us cadets. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of difficulty that we uncover our true potential. It is then that we rise to meet adversity. We rise as one, stronger, a more capable battalion, ready to lead with honor and with pride. A message to all of our new cadets in the battalion. I hope you take your time to find your comfort and the place within the battalion. I encourage you to embrace every opportunity this year and that this program has to offer. Don't just occupy a red chair. Take charge of your journey as a Rough Rider. I trust that these experiences will shape not only your time here, but also the future leader that you will become. Every moment you dedicate to this program builds confidence, respect, and purpose. And to our new leaders, you are assuming new positions. You carry the responsibility of mentoring and guiding the next generation of cadets. The example you set today will inspire tomorrow's leaders. I urge you to continue fostering growth, unity, and pride within this battalion. Our strength has always come from those who step forward, not just lead, but to set the example and carry others with them. This year is not only about maintaining the legacy of excellence we have inherited, it is about rising above it. We will build upon the foundation set before us, reaching for new goals, creating new memories, and strengthening the bonds that hold us together as one. Together, we will not just carry on tradition, but we will set a higher standard for those who follow, ensuring continuity and success for years to come. I truly can't wait to see where this year will lead us with our new successes, memories made, and a bond between one another that will strengthen day by day. Thank you for putting your trust in me once again to carry on my role, motivating and pushing our battalion forward, leading by example to serve our community with pride and honor. Challenges will come, but overcome them. Opportunities will arise, we will seize them. Together, we will surely achieve success.
Pass and review. Pass and review.
First, we have the Cadet Battalion staff, led by the Battalion Executive Officer, Cadet Major Kimura Scott. The S1 is Cadet Captain Haley Weintraub. The S2 is Cadet Captain Matthew Davis. The S3 is Cadet Major Johnson Way. The S4 is Cadet Estefania Lopez. The S5 is Cadet Captain Lena Aviles. The S6 is Cadet Captain Ivan Garcia. Approaching the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Captain Vincent Glovitz, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Karina Petaflor. Approaching the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Captain Dejanai Graham, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Ethan Ullman.
Ready!
Approaching the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Captain Andreas Noguera, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Hannah Garcia.
Ready, run!
Approaching the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Captain Gerardo Hernandez, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Isaac Byrne. Approaching the reviewing stand is the Rough Rider Color Guard, led by Battalion Command Sergeant Major Colleen McWilliams. Guarding the Texas flag is Cadet Eli Gonzalez. The Texas flag is Cadet Sergeant Juan Santora. The battalion colors is Cadet Mylon Figueroa. The American Guard is Cadet Jonathan Adams, and the American flag is Cadet Captain Meredith Smith. Approaching the reviewing stand is Echo Company, led by Cadet First Lieutenant Wilson, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Dockery.
Ready, run!
Approaching the reviewing stand is Foxtrot Company, led by Cadet Captain Devontae Herbert Camacho, followed by Cadet First Sergeant Yuki Alvarado. Approaching the reviewing stand is Golf Company, led by Cadet Captain Cheyenne Alvarado, followed by Cadet First Sergeant DeAndre Roy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our cadets and new leaders a big round of applause. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you all for attending.
It is part of your duty.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
We did it! Yay! I mean, there was one accident, but we don't talk about it.
Which, oh, no!
All right, let's see.
I wanted to cry.
I was at
Tears.
3,200 photos. You know what I'm at right now?
What?
3,666.
Jesus.
Ah, we did it.
our arcs, bro. Where's our step arcs? No, right. Yeah, that's